Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from Group 4 and we will presenting our group report of Advanced Real Estate Valuation. My name is Firah Humaira binti Fairul Aswan and the other member is Junior Joy Blasius, Nur Filzah binti Saiful Bahri, Aida Mimi Maisarah binti Muhammad Nizam, Siti Naura Shikin binti Ayub and Nur Danisha binti Marofi.
A very good morning to the lecturer and all my fellow students. My name is Junior Blasius with matric number AP210478 and we are from Group 4. Thank you for being here today. It's a pleasure and privilege to stand before you and kickstart this presentation. Well, without wasting the time, let's begin. For the introduction, first and foremost, we do valuation for agricultural land that has development potential in Malaysia. And after we find our land subject, we find market research and check the zoning and analyze area development and economic condition. We do this to identify the safety and security in that area, such as we identify the crime rates and the safety of the place that's suitable for residential and doing business. And then we identify the infrastructure and development in that area, such as water supply, electricity, and public transportation. And then after we do all of those, we determine a stable value for the land that we chose. And thank you for the attention. See you in the next slide. Well, it's me again, and now we go to the comparison method. We compare with three similar land around Kampong Kepayang area. We gain the information from iProperty website, Mudamai, and Property Guru. We list down the type of property, land area by square feet, tenure, and the land used for. And then we list down the updated info about the area development for each property. And then we adjusted the price of the property using the latest information and assumption by referring to the date of the information given. For example, for property evidence 1, we assume it rose 1% this year, and then we adjusted the price, and then we compare by using the better off, worse off, and nil for remain the same by referring to the information that we have. At the end, after we done the calculation, we got the most current market value and compare and determine which is the most accurate price for the land subject. And that's all for the comparison method. See you in the next slide.
So for the location at subject property that we choose for the project is located at lot number 44392, held under title number GM 56281, Mukim Hulu Kinta district of Kinta state of Perak, and bearing postal address is number 418, Jalan Pasir Putih 31650, Ipoh Perak, Darul Zone. And the distance between the subject property to Stadium Negeri Perak Darul Zone is within 1.2 kilometers, and it is close to Ipoh Fire and Rescue Station.
Hello, I'm Nufilza and I will talk about the purposes and date of valuation. So, this report and valuation are being done for real estate valuation assignment purposes, and specifically this report is for an agricultural land that has potential for residential or office property development. Thus, the goal is to estimate the value of the agricultural land based on method of valuation. The entire process adheres to the Malaysian Valuation Standard 8 or MVS 8. The main objective of this assignment is to gain information on investigating various areas in chosen locations relevant to real estate. And for the date of valuation, the subject property was inspected on April 21, 2023.
Hi, my name is Siti Naura Shikin. Now we move to method of valuation. The method we use for this project is to determine the market value of the subject property, which is residual method as well as discounted cash flow method. We had decided to build 26 units of houses on our land, which cost 250,000 ringgit per unit and 6.5 million ringgit for gross development value. For infrastructure costs, we had referred to the developer on total cost of infrastructure that they had installed for per unit of houses, and as a result, the total is 455,000 ringgit. For building costs, as earlier mentioned, we decided to build a single-story house, which cost per unit of the house is 97,500 ringgit, and overall cost of building is 2.5 million ringgit. Next is professional fees. The total we got is 276,000 ringgit, which is from 5% of total of infrastructure costs and 10% of total building costs. And the market value that we get in total is 1,647,668 ringgit.
Now we move to discounted cash flow analysis. So the first quarter of the year, the total free cash flow that we get is 387,251.66 cents. And for quarters 2, we get 557,048.53 cents. And quarter 3 is 153,343.54 cents. And quarters 4, we get 62,739.9 cents. Now for year 2, for quarters 5, we get around negative 202,742.59 cents in total. For the next quarter, which is quarter 6, we got 419,531.50 cents, and quarter 7, we got around 185,443.3 cents. And lastly, for quarter 8, we got negative 102.62.72 cents. Now for discounted cash flow, for the first year we got 1,054,864.21 cents. For year 2, we got 247,924.69 thousand, and net present value for 10% discount rate, we got 643,631.43 cents. Now, for 20% discount rate, for first year we got 1,036,056.91 cents. For year 2, 269,149.29 cents, and the total net present value of 12% discount rate is 616,018.63 cents. So the total of IRR that we get is 56.61% in total.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurdanisha binti Marafi. My matric number is AP22021. I would like to present about our opinion of values for project 1. The first one is we assess the market value of the subject property, lot 44392, held under title number GM 56281, Mukim Hulu Kintau of Ipoh, State of Perak, held under a freehold tenure in its existing conditions, subject to attached limited condition, free from all encumbrances, and lastly, with the title being good, marketable, and registerable, as well as on the basis of vacant possession at RM 1,163,000. That's all from me. Thank you. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurdanisha binti Marafi. My matric number is AP22021. I would like to present about our opinion of values for project 2. We are of the opinion that the market value of the leasehold interest in the subject property that held under lot 44392, held under title number GM 56281, Mukim Hulu Kintau of Ipoh, State of Perak, as at 21 April 2023. SRM 1,647,968.68 cents. That's all from me. Thank you.